guys, I'm
What's up,
Casey,
YouTube?
and
I'm Notori.
welcome to my YouTube channel. Me and Notori are going to be doing the best friend. My eyes watering.
It's okay.
I'm just really emotional about it. We're going to be doing the best friend tag. So we're going to get through as many questions as we can before I either run out of storage or the sun goes down. So this is really fun. We're literally just going to be answering questions about our friendship. And yeah, it's really spontaneous. I sent Notori the questions ahead of time, but she didn't read them. So
I wanted it to be organic. I didn't want to, like premeditated answers and stuff like that. I wanted to just come off the dome.
So here we are doing the best friend challenge off the dome. Okay, so the first question is,
It's golden hour, by the way.
how and when did we meet?
We met at a house shut-in.
Is that when we met? Yeah.
We met she saw me at a Bible study, and we were both attending. But I didn't see her until we went to we were at
Connect
someone's
group.
house. Yeah,
At Prophetess's Connects group.
at a life group. But the general public may not know.
Prophetess is our spiritual mother, and if you don't know, you will know. Yeah, we met at her Connects group. I saw Notori at the Bible study that we were attending, because they had a particular area that they were sitting, and they came in and sat in that area. But we really formally got acquainted at the Connects group, and that Connects group was called Inside Out.
Yeah.
And it was transformative. That's a whole other story for another day. But glory be to God for the Connects group. But
she sat next to me on the couch, and then we would leave those life groups really, really late. And so one day she texted me and was like, "Did you make it home?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice."
yeah, I was checking in on
And
everyone.
she was showing herself friendly.
I was showing myself friendly. We actually, though, funny story, my aunt used to be Notori's mentor.
That's your favorite story.
It is. When we were in college. And my aunt used to tell me, she would be like, "There's this girl at school that reminds me of you. At the school that I work at that reminds me of you." And I really I didn't know the girl, so. But it ended up being Notori. And my aunt was like, she saw us together one day randomly, and she was like, "Oh, my two favorite ladies." Kind of find out it was meant to be. Amen.
Meant to be. Look
Okay.
at that big dog. That big dog.
Can't see the sun. Okay.
You're like a horse.
Question number 2. What was your first impression of each other?
My first impression.
You gotta speak up.
My first impression. I think it was. I don't remember if it was a concrete. Actually, wow! I had a vivid memory of some tights you had on, and they said "sport" going down the side. I just remember thinking oh, it's another group of young black kids coming to our church. That was my first impression because you came in a collective way.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember at that particular group, you had on a turban, a hair wrap that you rolled around the front, and you had on those tights and some Nikes or Adidas.
Oh, wow. That's really, they were rainbow colored.
No, they were black and white. They were patterned
Oh,
yes,
you're right.
Yes, I remember. What you
Wow,
had on.
that's really specific.
So that was it wasn't a thought toward her or about her specifically. It was just more another group of, yeah.
My first impression was at that Bible study, and
Oh my God. I already know
she
what you're
just
gonna
looked
say.
really serious. It wasn't a deep thought, but it was just dang, she looks very serious.
That's terrible.
But you did have a serious disposition.
I don't know why. I don't always walk around like that.
You do know
I
why.
didn't even feel serious.
But you just had it. You developed it over time.
Look at him. He's so cute.
Hey, little puppy. Okay. Question
Stop living.
number 3. What's a funny memory we share?
The roach story. I was sitting outside of her house, and this ginormous cockroach came out of the sewer, came into my car, and we both went ballistic. She was running through the street. It was crazy. It was. We were looking for this roach. I mean, not a little, a
water bug.
yes.
A cockroach.
She saw it come into the car from outside, and then I was like, "What?" And so then, we both got out of the car. It appears on the rear view mirror. She takes my Crocs. She's trying to kill it, and then it disappears again. And then we're outside of the car. All the doors are open. We're like, "Where's it? Where is it?"
And we were about to go inside because we had given up.
I was about to go inside. I was not driving home until I knew where that was. Long story short, she turned around. The cockroach crawled up her back.
It was on my back.
It was on her back. I said, Casey, it's on your back. She said, ah! Like, she went crazy. She almost took her freaking dress off in the street. That was hilarious.
That was so stressful.
Yeah, that, and then when she was praying for me in Africa.
That's not a funny memory.
Oh, that's not funny. I thought you said favorite.
That's not a funny one.
That's a funny one, though.
I'm going to leave it at that one because you have better memory than I do. Every memory that me and Tori have is funny. But that was one of the highlights.
That was crazy.
That's really up there.
The bug wasn't the issue. It was it being on her back.
It was, it was the fact we were really searching for the roach.
It was
really. I think it was, I don't know. It was on my back, y'all. It was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was actually nuts. Number 4, describe each other in 3 words. 3 words. Witty. Wise. Warrior.
Smart. Stylish. And sensitive.
Why did we do the first letter the same?
I didn't even notice that.
You didn't? I did. I didn't
know that.
Okay. Number 5. What's something you admire about your bestie? I'll go first. Go ahead. I really admire Notorious attention to detail. Like, she's one of those people that not much can get by her. Like, she notices like the little things. She's just very attentive. Like, she's the person you would want to have at a special event. She's the person you would want to have or leave your child with. She's the person, just because she's very attentive, like, and it's innate. It's not like a forced attentiveness. It's just kind of like who she is. Like, she's the person you would want to proofread your papers, because she'll just catch it, because it's just like a part of her nature. So I really admire. It's a spirit of excellence that I truly admire, and it's innate. She was just born with it. She's always been like that. So that's what I would admire.
Little girl. I admire her ability to I'm between 2 thoughts.
Say both.
Wow. One is to go the extra mile. You go the extra mile for people that you really love. Like, yeah. Like, meaning like stuff that people just would not think to do, like taking people to work and like giving people housing, just like doing stuff for people. That if she didn't do it, they would be at a really large deficit. She would just do very sacrificial things for those that she loves that is very self-inconveniencing. Or other people be like, we'll give stuff like a lot of thought, like, let me think about it, you'll just like do it, And then the other thought that I had was, honestly, I think it wraps is the first thing, the acts of service thing. Like, she'll just show up and do things that are so helpful. Kind of like anything from like literally like planning an entire event, like making people's moments like shine. Yeah, like she'll plan you a birthday, a party. She likes to help memories be created for others. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Number 6. We can answer this one on 3. What's your favorite? One word. What's your favorite thing to do together? 1, 2, 3. Target. Ah! What? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that.
Why'd you hesitate?
But it's not my favorite thing.
What's our favorite thing to do together?
Oh, it's what our thing, not mine. Oh, then Target. Yeah. That would have been a great moment. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's our second favorite thing? We're not gonna guess the same thing.
Okay.
That's not Target. What's one of our favorite things to do together? They're both gonna be different though.
I think they're both right.
Okay, but what is one for you?
Sitting in the car talking.
Casting out devils.
Eating.
What? Just keep going. Honestly, just being together. Honestly. Okay.
I'd be happy to come help me.
Do a deliverance?
Yeah, I'd be thankful for help.
I love deliverance. Okay. This one's kind of tricky. I think it's a good one to end on, maybe. Have you ever had a big disagreement? How did you resolve it?
Disagreement?
A big one? Like, big, I guess big would be relative to what big is for us. Because, you know, big for some people is like about to throw bowls.
I think that, no,
each other out.
never.
No.
I think the biggest thing was the internal versus
That's literally
external processing. Because I was like,
okay, you have to explain it.
So when we were like building our friendship, like this was like pandemic time, like coming out of pandemic, or
maybe
around,
earlier.
Yeah, could have been earlier. But I'm a verbal processor, so I would be like more verbal and talkative around like stuff that I am going through, or things that like I want to talk about regarding our friendship, and I want to like talk it out, you know. And she wouldn't want to talk it out. She would want to like take time and then come to it. So that was like a challenge because she was more of a internal processor where she like sits with it or just like sorts it out in her mind. And then like for me, I'm like, can we talk it out? So that was something that was a challenge because she didn't want to talk about things that I want to talk about, or I was talking about myself a lot and she didn't want to hear it.
No, that's what I said. I think that was the one that was the most like maybe emotional.
And that was the beginning.
Yeah. And I think it was just because it was just a real distinct difference. Like,
yeah, that's the personality thing.
It was really just a personality thing. How did we resolve it? We had an intervention. We had an intermediary. And then also what did we do?
Also, we just have to respect each other. Also, the other thing was her being more brute or like just more direct in her communication style, and then me being very like sensitive and more of like a kind of like communicator, if that makes sense. So
to this day,
yeah, she'll be like,
that's not really a problem though.
It's not a problem, but it was an adjustment.
Yeah,
more so for me.
Yeah, I think we just resolved it through communication.
Yeah, we grew up together, kind of. Since the last.
It was like our
5 years.
Formative.
2019.
Our formative 20 years. You know, you have like a formative childhood years.
It's been 6 years.
We were friends, and like our formative, like coming out of. That thing is like looks like a horse.
That's what I said.
Came out of like our adultish into real adulthood phase. That whole transition, like we did that together. We're still doing that together.
And I think back on things that I was like talking to her or bringing to her, and I'm like, why would I say that? Like I look back on something like
just emotional,
immature,
insecure.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that's our tag. That's 7. So we're probably gonna do a couple parts because there's 20 questions.
I want to do all of them.
Now?
Yeah.
No, we need to leave. It's dark. The sun is down. We made it work. We made it
do more.
So yeah, we are closing out because we're going to get Thai food.
Okay. We're going to get Thai food. I'm so excited. It's a place I really like. They have amazing pad Thai. Oh, you can get those
dumplings.
Yeah.
I thought about that, but I'm not hungry like that because I had donuts.
Exactly. That's why you should have waited.
But yeah, guys, that's our video. That's our best friend tag. You have to say bye.
Peace out.